Have you ever wondered why, in the very seasons when you are trying your best to follow God, He seems to pull people away from you? Why the doors that once opened easily now feel sealed shut? You pray for clarity, yet the heavens feel quiet. And somewhere in that silence, you begin to ask, Lord, have you moved further from me, or are you pulling me away for a reason? What if the loneliness you fear is not abandonment, but preparation? What if isolation is the hidden workshop where God shapes you for a level you cannot yet see? Today, we will uncover that secret. Before God elevates you, He often isolates you, not to diminish you, but to deepen you. In this message, you will discover why seasons of loneliness, silence, and separation are not signs of spiritual decline, but evidence of divine preparation. We will walk through the hidden reasons behind this isolation, the spiritual mechanics at work beneath your pain, and the biblical patterns that show God always trains His chosen ones away from the crowd before revealing them. You will learn how to discern this sacred season, how to cooperate with God's refining work, and how to stand firm when it feels like everything familiar is being stripped away. By the end of this video, you will see that what feels like a setback is often the birthplace of your next assignment, and that God is closer to you in isolation than you realize. There are moments when God gently, or sometimes abruptly, removes the noise around you. Relationships fade, invitations stop. The room that once felt full now feels painfully quiet, and you wonder what you did wrong. But spiritually, something deeper is happening. God is shifting your environment so He can shift your attention. The crowd can affirm you, but only God can transform you. Isolation becomes the sacred chamber where He speaks to you without interruption, where your identity is rooted in who He is, not in who approves of you. Scripture, Mark 1:35. Jesus went out to a solitary place and prayed. Even Jesus stepped away to be alone, not because He was weak, but because intimacy thrives in silence. When God removes noise, don't chase it back. Lean into the quiet. It is the place where clarity is born and calling becomes unmistakable. When life becomes quiet, things buried beneath the surface begin to rise. Old wounds, unhealed disappointments, hidden fears, these confront you in the stillness. It can feel overwhelming, even frightening. But this unveiling is not punishment. It is surgery. Isolation becomes the mirror God uses to show you the parts of yourself that constant activity once concealed. What you interpret as breaking is often God beginning the deep work of mending. Scripture, Psalm 139 to 23:24. Search me, O God, and know my heart. See if there is any offensive way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting. David did not fear the exposure. He invited it because he understood that revelation is the first step toward transformation. When painful truths surface, don't run. Let God reveal so He can heal. The silence is not emptiness, it is refinement. There are seasons when God does not just quiet your surroundings, He conceals you. Opportunities you expected slip away. People overlook you. Rooms where you once belonged no longer feel accessible. And yet, this hiddenness is not rejection. It is protection. God hides what is growing. A seed must remain underground before it breaks the soil. Strength is developed in obscurity, long before it is revealed in visibility. Scripture, Isaiah 49:2. He made me into a polished arrow and concealed me in His quiver. A polished arrow is not displayed. It is kept out of sight until the exact moment it is needed. Your concealment is timing, not dismissal. Instead of questioning your worth, trust God's timing. The season of being unseen is where He prepares you for accuracy, maturity, and impact far greater than your present view. Some closed doors are not spiritual attacks. They are divine shields. There are battles ahead that your heart, your character, or your faith is not prepared to face yet. And because God sees further than you ever could, He withholds certain opportunities, connections, and platforms to protect you from premature exposure. Isolation becomes the fortress where he builds resilience, deepens discernment, and strengthens the spiritual muscles you will need for what is coming. Before he allows you to step into a new arena, he ensures that what is inside you can withstand the pressure outside you. Isolation dismantles these lesser foundations so that your confidence, strength, and hope rest on God alone. Scripture, John 15:4-5. Remain in me. For apart from me, you can do nothing. Jesus does not say this to limit you, but to anchor you. True fruit comes only from true connection. Instead of grieving what left, ask, Lord, what are you teaching me to lean on instead? In isolation, God is not taking things from you. He is removing what kept you from fully abiding in him. Every assignment from God carries a weight of responsibility, of influence, of spiritual authority. And God never places that weight on untested shoulders. Isolation becomes the training ground where endurance is built, faith is stretched, and character is strengthened. What feels like delay is actually calibration. What feels like emptiness is God enlarging your capacity. Before David held a crown, he held a sling in the quiet fields. Before Joseph ruled Egypt, he endured the stillness of a prison. God always shapes his vessels in hidden places, so they can carry his glory in public ones. Scripture, James 1-4. Let perseverance finish its work, so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. Maturity is not formed in crowds. It is formed in the quiet, in the long obedience of unseen seasons. When you feel forgotten, remember, God is not delaying your destiny. He is deepening your roots so your destiny will not collapse under its own weight.